Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. This is going to be a final video for the THOR as we have done face, body and a little bit about the armors. In this video we'll be learning how to make belts, cape, little bit nano mesh techniques, and we're gonna make a hammer. Without hammer I don't think the THOR is Thor like thunder god. It's just like a normal Asgardian. So we need to make a hammer for it. And for this video, I have a bonus for you guys who is making. I'm gonna be showing you how to import your models from ZBrush to Blender, Blender to ZBrush. Quite simple actually. And I'm gonna be showing you how to make your hammers or like shields, whatever you guys are up to. You guys can make those things in Blender and import from there. Basically export from the Blender and import to ZBrush. Alright, what I'm doing here, I'm gonna be just making a little bit straps here and there if I need it. If I don't, I'm gonna be making something else. I'm gonna show each and every technique in this video. I'll be explaining you guys. As you guys know, this straps is not going to be visible from the front side, so I didn't focus that much on it. So what I did here, I just made a little bit extraction from these points. Alright, then what I did, extracted, right? When it comes to the belts, as you can see on his vest, there is a belt. We need to make that, and I'm gonna be showing you a really nice technique how you guys can make it without even like straining yourself. Now we have made each and every small parts for the armor. That's quite good. But once we are done with the placing and all those things, we need to add other parts, other details. You can go and do the poly group, then you can have that sharp edge, but we don't need that one right now. What I use here is called curve flat snap. Alright, it will give you complete surrounding strap, and you can control with the once you hover on it, it will be blue. That means you can control it. And when it's red, that means you can control the size of the brush. So because brush size means brush size of the strap. Alright, you can control that. You can do a little bit different things here. Now what I needed 3 belts. 2 one is top on it, like above. The third one goes like cross, like this. So I need to like handle it properly. That's what I'm doing here. It looks weird, but yeah, sometimes it is weird to handle this kind of curves. But you'll get the hang of it. If you want to control it better, you should use Alt button to control that. If you hold the Alt button, it will kind of easy to control also. Alright. Now once you're happy, the basic shape of the belt, alright, either you can play with curved brushes more, or once you're done you can just use the move brush. Since it's a single mesh, you can use it easily. You can place it, or you can do dynamics and the construction, like it goes to your body, right? There are multiple options you can work with. Once you're happy with that, just keep that separate. And okay, what am I doing here? I need to have some thickness for the belt, so that's what I'm doing here. And I need to have a little bit dense. And the third belt, which is cross, it should be at the bottom of them. So I just add some dynamic diff and the thickness to be see how it's gonna be looking. Once I have that look, what I'm looking for, I'll accept it or I'll disable it. I'll disable the dynamics update and I'll extrude it. Then I'll give these subdivisions. It depends on the situation what I'm working with. All right. Now I'm gonna be working on the what is that metal? I don't know what's that, armor type. So what I did here, I insert like a plane, and plane has quite subdivisions, not subdivisions, polycount, which I really don't want to work with. So what I do, I go on the bottom. There is initialize. Initialize will help you to control the mesh, and I want minimum to give the basic shape. Then if I want to, I can add adjust, so I can control it as much as I want it. Alright, since it's a plane, you won't be able to see from the side. So for that, you need to add subdivisions, dynamic subdivisions, then add thickness, not the subdivisions. You need a 0 subdivisions, but you need a thickness to control from the side view. Alright, once you're happy with that, either you can manipulate with the points as you want it to, or you can just mask the top area and do dynamics run simulation. That's it. It will give you a proper the effect of the cloth. That's simple. If you wanted to. If no, then by no means just do what you like. Now what I'm gonna do, since you have dynamic subdiv on, alright, then you will be having an option micro poly on. As you can see, that if you have, just click on it, then it will give you options like what kind of poly mesh you wanted to place on that faces. Alright, if you keep the scale 1, the one face would be have that poly, micro poly will be one like what is it? It will fill the one face. If you scale down way too low, it will be, maybe it will give you 2, 3, 5. I don't know how many you have selected for that. Or you can just subdivide it, then use it. Same technique. I'm just trying a little bit different patterns and different subdivisions. Play with the size, play with the subdivisions. Once you're happy with it, just go with it. If you're not, I'll suggest you guys to keep it very low. So with that, you can easily control it. Alright, this is going to be his the, I don't know what's that, half doll, the on belt, this one. So what I did, I just chopped the half from the backside, then I given the cylindrical like poly group, then I extruded in. That's it. Okay, I have given some kind of a texture to the belt. If you want it, you can do it. If you don't want, up to you. I just wanted to give for the render, nothing else. Alright. If you going to be printing this model, I'll suggest you guys not to apply this kind of techniques. Either if you want to have, you can apply surface. Yeah, surface, there is an option for that. With that, you can apply, what do you say? The alphas. Alright, with the alphas you can make that texture whatever you want it to. But if you're not making a 3D model print, you guys can use that. It will be helpful. Alright, what I'm doing here, I'm just having same plane technique with the initialize, lowest. Alright, then what I did, I just given a dynamic subdip, a little bit thickness. Alright, so what am I doing here is I'm trying to extrude. I forget that I have dynamic sub div. Still I didn't apply it. You need to apply that. Then just keep that area, the last face unmasked, and with the gizmo control, hold the control and just drag it. It will extrude that face. With that technique, you can create the cape, you can create the belt, you can create whatever you want to. Just keep in your mind that whenever you're turning the gizmo, it might be going like inward. It might be like going. It's gonna make, what do you say, like it will flip your faces. All right. So as you can see, we started with the red and we are ending up with the blue. So that means our faces in between get flipped. All right. So I am not worried about that because I'm gonna be deleting the upper faces. I just need a one side face. All right. So I don't care about that flipped. Now just adjust the what do you say, cloth, all those things. Here again you can use cloth simulation, run it, that's it. It will give you that effect. But since I wanted to give that windy effect on the last cape, the like what is it, ending of the cape, so I didn't use that technique. If you guys feel like it's way too thick or it's not like the way it should be, you can use that run simulation. I will be using that in the end just to give that effect. Again, I'm gonna be sculpting on it since I didn't find exactly what I was looking for. So it's up to you guys, however you like. You might be thinking, why am I keeping it way too low? As low as you keep it, it's really easy to control. You can use like wind brush, you can use pull brush, cloth, all those things are for cloth effects. Alright, so it depends on your like preference, what kind of look you're going for. As I told you guys, I'm gonna be sculpting on it, so I didn't focus on that much on the cloth. Yeah, I might be working on that once I need to render it for the thumbnail. But normally it's fine since if you're gonna be printing this like cape, it's gonna be really problematic because it's way too what is it? Like, it's kind of weird. Either it should be with the like shirt itself, or it should be merged to the body itself. Otherwise, it will be problematic to even print it. Now, what I wanted to do, as I told you guys, I want to work on the body in the end. So now you can see, if I wanted to go, I can work with our base mesh, right? Or you can just go and like edit more the like dynamesh like the body. It's up to you guys, whatever you feel like. I didn't feel to work on the separate like parts since we have already done so many things. So I went and I did the dynamesh model. So that's completely up to you guys. I'm just doing a little bit changes on the shirt and the body. That's up to you. Like how does it gonna look like? That's it. If you guys like done with the model itself, like you don't want to edit anymore, if you don't want to do anything with it, that's fine. If you wanted to add like detail more, you can do it. All right, so I added the face, and about the face, it's almost done. Like, not almost, it's completely done with the face. So you guys wanted to paint, you guys can do it. And for the paints, it's quite easy. Select the paint brush from the brush palette, or you can select like the standard brush or whatever your brushes are selecting. Just go and enable the RGB, disable the Z add or Z sub. So with that, you can paint on your model wherever you want it to, or you guys can simply just go and select fill object from the colors from on top bar. I'm just selecting the faces and I'm just painting them all. That's it. Some problem was going on, so I undo the like transform. Then I went back and I unmasked the face, and then I went in eye and I wanted to place it straight. But since his eye is going to be completely blue, light blue. So what I did, I just filled it with the higher poly count. I went to 1.2 almost million. It's completely up to you guys. You guys wanted to paint something different in size, you can. If you wanted to like keep it white, blue, red, it's all up to you guys. And for the hair, I just went to the golden color. Then for the face, I'm gonna select from the skin. Alright, so that's it for the character itself. I'm gonna be showing you how I make hammer in Blender. Alright, so I'll be showing you first. Let me just grab some reference and I'll be showing you that. And guys, I'll be making not this hammer. I'll be making Mjolnir from the first THOR, like original hammer. Okay, this is the reference which I wanted to work with. So I'm gonna be keeping, guys, it's way too simple. It's not gonna be like difficult to make this hammer or something. It's quite simple. I don't think I need to explain what's going on. If you guys know Blender, or if you guys don't know how to use a Blender, then that's completely fine. I'm just using a little bit technique, what you say, like 3D modeling, right? For the ZBrush is a 3D sculpting, and for Blender or Maya it's a 3D modeling, right? So what I do here, I just have one cube and give it a like basic shape. Then I extrude it from the sides. Then I just keep with the edge loop. I just added a little bit details. Then I can extrude in or extrude it out or delete those spaces. Simple. Alright. Then I added one cylinder for the handle, or what I say, like just give a little bit details with the same techniques. Insert edge loops. That's it. And guys, if you wanted to weld it, it doesn't work. Or you need to go separately, or there is a term, I keep forgetting that. But no use. If you do anything, it will, in ZBrush, it will be separate. Here I'm using bevel. If you guys want to know how's like what's the shortcut for that, or like it's quite simple. Just click on the shift and hit Control B. That's for bevel. And if you want to add segments in it, just scroll like with your mouse up and down. You can see it. That's quite easy. Alright, this is, I have seen people do different techniques, but I find it very simple technique to work with. Just select two vertex and you can use that. I don't remember the name, but you can see on top what I use it. It's quite simple to work with. Alright, you don't need at the bottom, you just need only on one side. You don't need on the bottom and top, you just need only one side. Either you can keep on top or either you can keep on bottom. I'll suggest to keep on top since it starts with the bottom and it doesn't have that on the bottom. So I'll suggest you keep on just on top and the middle part. You don't need to for the bottom part. And if you wanted to merge all of those subtools in one, the short key or hotkey is Ctrl J. First, it didn't work the way I wanted to, so that's what I did. I just I merged all of those subtools in one. Then I tried it, but again, you don't want the bottom one ring. You just want on top. That will work really fine. All right. Now, once you use array modifier, you need to select tune up the settings, the height of the Z axis. Alright, once you're done with it, you're good to go. What do you need? You don't need to work on any the details here. Whatever you need to do, you can do it in the ZBrush. Alright, so what I did here, I just exported from Blender and I imported in ZBrush. That's it. It looks good. Alright, now I'll suggest you guys to do one thing which is really nice and really handy to work with. Weld it first thing. Alright, once it's good. Alright, crease it. Don't use crease, crease all. Alright, that's what you want to do. Crease all. Now that's really good to go now. Now I'll suggest you guys to close hole on each and every subtool. Alright. Now if you can't select the separate faces, go into your split subtools. There is a split, right? Go over there and select separate similar parts. Yeah, that's separate split to similar parts. That will give you same subtools. Alright, like this. It will be easy to control now, and close hole to each and every one of them. Alright. Then I just keep the material texture, that's it. I told you guys, right? I didn't want to copy the concept completely. So I did some of my techniques and some of my imagination. As you guys can do the same thing for you guys if you wanted to, or you guys can completely go on your own. Just use these techniques and you can create whatever you wanted to use. Now, this is a bonus. What I want to show you, that hammer is quite easy to make. Anyone can make it. It doesn't have any headache to work with. It's quite easy. Now this one doesn't have that reference. I tried to find it, but I didn't get those many. All right, not the exact one. So what I did, I just have this reference, so I work with this one. So let me explain you how I'll work with this one. First thing, I just add cylinder and give the basic shape for the center point, for the center of the hammer, right? Then for the axe, I use cube, give a basic shape, all right? Then scale it from the y-axis. Then give a proper like a edgy, pointy edge like that. Then add one by one, add what do you say, the edge loop tool, right? If, slowly, once you add it, it will be more effective and more good looking. That's it. You might be thinking it's not that good enough. I know it will be, but just wait. How does it look now? Looks good, right? I know it looks good now. If you don't find it good, if you feel like it's not that good, okay, you make it your way. I like this. This is going to be his the pointy shape for the bottom. All right. You can make like any different like shapes, patterns, whatever you guys are happy to work with. It's up to you. And here what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this one. All right. So for the handle itself, again I'm gonna use ray modifier. Now it looks quite plain, it doesn't have that look. So what I did, I add one more cylinder and I'm gonna be making a little bit in between the hammer and the handle. Something looks good basically. So this is what I try to make. If you guys have any other different like ideas or something else, please do as you like. And again, you don't need to add any modifiers, just export it, then import into the ZBrush and delete all those things which you don't need and separate and close holes for each and every of them. Like again, do the crease all on this and subdivide it. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing, close holes and same method. Then I'm gonna be giving the materials. Then I'm gonna place it. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this like small series, and if you guys liked it, please do like, share, comment, and if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe. Help me out to grow this channel, and let me know whatever you guys are looking for like next video I'll be making. I'll taking the suggestions from you guys, so please do let me know. All right, take care, see you soon.